Hello everyone, today we're going to make our own pickle Pepsi. As you guys know, it's been kind of a trend. There's been KFC pickle Pepsi, there's been homemade pickle Pepsi. Well, here's a new one, hotel-made pickle Pepsi in China. We have here an already opened and tested bottle of Pepsi, as you can see, Chinese hieroglyphics, characters. And we have similarly Chinese pickles. We went to a Russian store to get some Russian pickles, but I've elected to get this jar for the purity of experiment because it was cheaper, and I'm a bit of a cheapskate, so there it is. There you have it. So, as per the recipe, we add a bit of pickle juice, but first we let's add a little pickle. This one looks like a small cornichon. So, in the KFC guy's video, the pickles were small slices. We're gonna add whole ass pickles so that you know, it's better. Yeah, this is a big boy. I see a little boy down there. Let's there we go. Two little boys in here. So okay, now you see there's lots of like stuff in here, dill, other stuff floating around, but that's okay. We'll what we'll do now is, so here's my mug, by the way, orange colored. We're just gonna use a lid as a strainer. I don't have a strainer of my own, so maybe I'll just flip it around like this. Actually, flipping it around is a bit better, but I might have to spill some. You know, you can't make a pickle Pepsi without spilling some pickles. You know, that's the old adage going back a few thousand years. So okay, let's try and pour in. Let me put it at an angle because liquids are like. Yeah, I think a bit more. Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay, there's like this much pickle juice in this coffee mug, I suppose. Very nice looking mug, by the way. And now the main ingredients. So this Pepsi has been opened around 2 hours ago, maybe a bit more, but it's still fizzy, like you can hear. Oh yeah, oh it's fizzy. Oh, because bubbles, carbonation. So let me settle the fizz, and I'll continue adding some more Pepsi, and then we'll give it a old taste test. Just gonna add more of the main ingredients. Although, here's the question: what's the main ingredient in this one? By volume, it's Pepsi, of course. By the way, the foam is, you know when you add ice cream to cola? That's how it fizzes up. Like, the foam is thick, as if a beer foam. Usually it settles down rather quickly, but this time, no. This time, it stays for a while, it lingers. It lets you know that it's fizzing. So yeah, it's sending a message, and that's what matters. Okay, I think I'm gonna add a bit more of the soda. Oh, I have, there's a bit of dill on the side, stuck here. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, more fizz. I don't know if you can see on cam. No. Well, I'm not gonna alter the angle of my camera because this whole setup is, well, let's just say it's not very stable. So, okay. Smells of pickles and Pepsi. Unsurprisingly enough. Okay, I'm just gonna top it off a bit more. The pickles, unfortunately, I can't show you this. This is a hotel. There's like a smaller, this kind of like a tumbler glass. I don't know what they're called, but I wanted to have a bigger, more like. I guess it's something in between, maybe akin to the size of the pickle Pepsi in the video of. M&J Metal. I have his video actually right there on the laptop. The laptop is the thing that is propping up my phone right now, so yeah. Okay, anyway, here comes, oh, and the dill is floating there on top, and then there's the pickles, the two small pickles floating. Alright, so, na zdrowie. I gotta say, this is a very nuanced flavor. It's like salted caramel. but it takes a bit of a while to get used to be honest. Yeah. Let's go for another sip. The guy in the first video said the aftertaste is a bit off. The aftertaste is, well, there is none. Maybe this Pepsi is off. I don't know. But no, this Pepsi is Pepsi. Of course, different countries have different manufacturing standards. The idea there being that they use different amounts of sugar. So this Chinese Pepsi might have a different amount of sugar, thus altering its flavor. And then again, well, I would have to have a bigger budget and multiple varieties of pickle juice to determine whether it's good or not. I'm just saying, this is not terrible. This is quite quaffable. The guy in the first video said the KFC Pickle Pepsi was terrible. I disagree. It's quite quaffable. It's drinkable, inherently drinkable. To quote Xbox Ahoy, or Drinks Ahoy. Sorry, he had an excellent series called Beverage Guide Express. So check it out. Lots of good recommendations for beer, liquors, and some other fizzy drinks. Okay, let's go in for another one. See, at first it tastes more pickle, but then you let it linger in your mouth for a bit, it's more Pepsi. It meets you with a pickle, and then it's Pepsi. The smell is also overwhelmingly more pickle, which might throw some of you off. Like, you know, if you don't like pickle brine, that's completely fine. But no, the Pepsi itself, I mean, yeah, it's okay. He's okay, amigo. But yeah, in all honesty, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna finish all this thing on video. This is, what already? Wow, it's quite a while, but, yeah, let's go for another one. I got some deal in me now. Okay. This is, yeah, still not terrible. Although I will say that some of you may feel uncomfortable downing this whole thing, like Mr. M&J Metal did in his video, so yeah. It's certainly an acquired taste for most. The more you go down, the more you start to taste the pickle, though. That is true. There's more of a pickle aftertaste then, because science, I mean, of course the two liquids combine together, and then they, you know, but it's like with booze, you know, when you mix a drink, it's like you pour like the booze on the bottom, and then you fill it up with the drink, with your mixer, I guess. So once that's filled up, you can put it in a straw, and then at the bottom you can taste the booze, and then on the top is more of a fizzy stuff. At least that's how I think it works. I'm not a chemist, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a physicist. I'm just assuming, spreading misinformation on the internet. That's the old pastime of a lot of people around the world. So yeah, but this is not misinformation. This is science in action. Weird science, but science nonetheless. More pickly. Kind of an earthy flavor too, surprisingly. It's not bad. Although, admittedly, the guy from the first video, the one who initiated the whole thing, I guess, the KFC Pickle Pepsi, I assume that, yeah, everyone has a different palate. So it might not be to everyone's taste. Here, I mean, I can't be impartial. I don't think anyone can, in reality. So I will say this. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. It could be better. Maybe what it needs is some hot sauce. For the purity of the experiment, the guy in the M&J Metal video, he didn't put the hot sauce. So, yeah. Maybe next time it just needs a bit of extra. I mean, if anything, it's certainly hydrating because pickle juice is known to be a very popular what's it called? Hangover cure, of course. Yeah, a bit of pickle juice, to restore the saline balance in your blood, get some sodium in your blood, salt balance, whatever. So yeah, I mean, yeah, one could market it as a hangover cure. Although the sugar is in the water, in the Pepsi, I'm not sure that would be the best combination. Gatorade Pepsi, no, that's sorry. I mean Gatorade Pickle. No, that's a thing worth considering. Down at the bottom, it's overwhelmingly more pickle, and honestly, yeah, I'll have to side with the first food review guy. It is maybe because he was using the straw, the flavor was more overwhelming. Like I said, yeah, you put the straw down at the bottom, you taste more pickle than Pepsi. When you first drink it, it's this lingers more on the aftertaste, exactly like he said. But initially, when you start drinking like from the top, not with a straw, it's more of a you're first attacked by the pickle, and then you're settled into the Pepsi flavor. But now, yeah, the pickle flavor lingers. I think I've used that word a bit too much. Lingers, but yeah, but it does for a little bit. It's not overwhelmingly strong. I used that word again too, but still, dill. Oh yeah, you can definitely taste more pickle now. And I'm saying, yeah, now it's a bit more. Maybe it's about working out the dosages. Maybe what this drink could use is some ice to dilute the both of the ingredients. Now that could be an experiment for another day. But like I said, limited budget, and well, I'm not sure if this video will blow up. Let's be all honest here. We don't only do YouTube to become famous. We also do it to become rich. Money. Chase that moolah. Holla holla, get the dollar. You can, like, once you get to the bottom, if your pickles are as cloudy as mine, you can see all the like scum on the bottom, which makes it a bit more discouraging to continue drinking. But yeah, still a lot of fun. So yeah, let me ooh, the last few sips are interesting. Okay, and now to the pickles themselves are largely unchanged because they've been in the brine for a while. So yeah, you can barely taste, like, the Pepsi maybe coating them for a bit, but the pickles are the best part. Actually, it's the reward for finishing the drink. This one's crunchier. Man, I haven't had pickles in a while. Okay, gotta give my objective. So, I'm gonna give my objective, subjective score now. I'd say this drink is a solid 7 out of 10. Honestly, you can never go wrong with a 7 out of 10. It's a really solid choice. At the end of the day, I'd say it's still though, like, no, 7 is a crowd pleaser. Like, it works out kind of for everyone. I'd say this drink, it's more of a 6.5 territory. It's for connoisseurs. You either love it or hate it. So yeah, it's a 6.5 out of 10. That's for sure. A 7, like I said, it's a crowd pleaser on its own. Like, I don't know, it's like fucking Dr. Pepper. It's everyone more or less likes Dr. Pepper, I think, or maybe, I don't know. Like, probably a lot of you in the comments will be like, "Oh no, but I hate Dr. Pepper." I mean, I'm just saying, like, popular thing, like Taylor Swift's albums, whatever, any pop singer, something that's popular and consumable by the masses. This is not it. This is a 6.5. It's weirdly brilliant. It's unusual, quirky. It's, yeah, like I said, you either hate it or not. Like, I'll give an example. If some of you video game nerds out there, Alpha Protocol, excellent RPG. I'd give it a 6.5 because it has a fuck ton of quirks. It's a very weird game, but you either fall in love with it or you hate it. By the way, Obsidian, still waiting on a sequel. You made The Outer Worlds 2, now make Alpha Protocol 2. but I guess the rights are owned by Sega. Anyway, this video is now segueing into something that is not Pickle Pepsi, but still, it's been a metaphor. Pickle Pepsi is Alpha Protocol. 6.5 out of 10. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and maybe I'll do another thing like this if enough of you weirdos like it. So, thank you. Peace.